Thank you very much. It's a great joy, privilege, and an honor to be here tonight. And I want to thank Sarah Batralos, the executive chair of Ashden Awards, for inviting me. I want to thank the trustees and all the people who have worked so hard to make this possible. We all know, as David says, how difficult it is to go through so many wonderful projects, and to come to these, I'm sure it was a lot of work. I want to recognize Sir David King and say how glad I am to see him again. Anna Ford, it has been a delight to watch you host this ceremony. And I want to recognize Excellencies and all of you who are here. Now, when we started the Greenbelt movement some 30 years ago, we responded to needs that were raised by the communities in which we lived, mostly women, who said that they needed firewood, they needed food, they needed clean drinking water, and they needed an income. These were the felt needs of the community that inspired us to start the Greenbelt movement. And as I sat here looking at these wonderful projects, I could not help feel like they too, these wonderful pioneers, have responded to the needs of their communities. And indeed, that's where the inspiration often comes from. People ask me, what inspired you? I'm sure every one of them tonight can say, I was inspired by the needs of the community, the felt needs of the community in which I live. And I want to thank them and to congratulate them. We have all come here to thank them, to congratulate them for taking action. Quite often I say, when I'm asked to give a speech about what should be done, and I always say that we all know what to do. We all know what to do. And as Sir David said, David King said, the science is out there now. What it has been very difficult to do is to take action. And so we are here to celebrate these wonderful people who have decided not to complain, not to feel helpless, but to take action. And for that, we really want to congratulate them. That they have pursued their inspiration. There are three words that I often like to remind people of. I say all people who do the kind of things that these wonderful presenters today have done have patience. They know things don't happen overnight. They have a sense of urgency, but they are also persistent, and they are very determined. And I'm quite sure we could see these values in all of them. And it is something that is extremely wonderful, and we would like to encourage them to continue being committed, persistent, and patient, for they will also inspire many others. I want to mention that I have the privilege of serving as one of the judges in the Sasakawa Environment Prize. And I know that several of the projects that have been honored by Ashden Awards have gone on to either be nominated or even win the United Nations Environment Program Sasakawa Award, because this kind of recognition raises their profile, they get to be known. And I want to thank Ashden for recognizing them. And I hope that they will go on to UNEP Sasakawa Award, and one day, who knows, very soon we may hear that you are in Oslo receiving the Nobel Peace Prize for your work. I want to say that the action that they are taking is action that all of us can take. Tonight is about taking action. And I'm quite sure that when we hear the kind of reality that is out there, such as Sir David King said, we sometimes get overwhelmed, we get scared, and we wonder, what can I do? Well, tonight is about people who have decided, I'll take action. I'll do what I can within my own environment. And there are so many actions that we can all take. And I want to mention the fact that I've been impressed that even in a busy city like London, that those who are in charge have found it possible to find a small space for the bicycle riders. I think that is absolutely something to commend the mayor of. I'm not campaigning for him, but because so many people would like to ride, but when you don't have that space, I know in Nairobi you risk your life when you try to ride a bicycle. Recently, I was in the United States and I was speaking to some college students, and they told me that one of their actions is to ride the bicycle on the campus rather than use their cars. Also, they said that they have decided that they will buy a mug rather than use paper cups for coffee or tea. They will use their mugs over and over again. And that's an action that students were taking. Recently, we were in Japan, and when we were trying to share the message with the Japanese people, I discovered a very wonderful concept in Japan that goes very well with the concept of reuse, reduce, recycle. And they have a concept which is very much embedded in their tradition called motainai. And motainai adds an extra R to the 3R, which is respect. And they also add be grateful, gratitude. So many times we are really not grateful for all the wonderful things that the planet Earth gives us. And finally, do not waste. And I'm quite sure that in the course of our lives, in the course of our everyday life, all of us can reduce, reuse, recycle, respect, be grateful, and do not waste. I hope that you will have been inspired by these wonderful people from all over the world, and you will have been given the kind of inspiration and courage we all should have, so that every day, whatever we do, it will be for the benefit of this beautiful planet and for the future generations. Thank you very much.